And now we're live.
This out? Yeah, that's what I thought. Hey everybody, welcome to episode number 24 of Bards of New York. We are so stoked to be here today. And
to die.
I was threatening to talk like a baby, but I guess I'm gonna talk like an Aussie now.
But you know what? It sounded like you said we're all here to die.
Well, we'll see what happens at the end of the session, or in the beginning of the session. Who knows? So, without further ado, let's go into a few announcements. I don't believe we have any other than the regulars. If you are listening or watching on YouTube or joining us freshly, please join our Discord. It's where we hang out, where we can share craft projects. We'll have our announcements there, so come and hang out with us. And hello, chat. It's good to see you here. I see some familiar faces. NYC42069. Great name. Tales Around the Tavern Fire, my friend. Hello, welcome here. It's good to have you. Great to have everybody here. Oh, I guess I should address the elephant in the room.
Two
elephants in the room, or a snake and a lion in the room. Dan is currently spending a week on the set of Silent Hill, just in the fog and forest of Vermont. And there's terrible Wi-Fi there. So Dan was unable to join us today. So is that a big was it F in the chat for Dan? And then William is at a wedding. So he's not in the set of Silent Hill, but he's enjoying himself at a wedding. So we are missing two of our cast members, but we are going to have some fun without them, and I will be Jaegering the two of them.
You're gonna kill their characters.
Yeah, I'm gonna murder Kallias in the middle of his arc. That's gonna be great? You know,
murder him with Leonidas.
Ooh, yeah.
Ooh, fun and flirty.
And then a spite like killing of like them killing each other, like the two swords running through each other kind of thing.
Like in Grey's Anatomy.
Is that in Grey's? You see, the thing is, I would believe that. Is that real?
Says sort of.
Oh my god.
They're not swords. They're I think like a street pole. I don't know.
What the fuck?
You know what would be funny though, if you just use the phrase like in Grey's Anatomy, like for random shit. That's like people. I swear, anybody who hasn't watched it religiously would believe anything you say because it's been on for what, 20 years?
Yeah.
Almost, yeah.
Whoa, 20 years?
Under rhymes.
They gotta be doing something weird.
Keeps it fresh. She keeps it fresh.
Under rhymes.
Yeah. So it is the four of these bards today, but we're gonna have a good time with it nonetheless. Yes. Other than that, let's begin. First thing we're gonna do is our little warm-up question. The question will be one submitted to us by our good friend and King Nemi. Nemi asked, if you worked at a Renaissance fair, what job would you have at said Renaissance fair? Since we're getting into Renaissance fair season, so I'll let you guys think. I'm gonna begin with Rittenhask because he said Rittenhask gets a bit on this one. Rittenhask would definitely be the one who's like the announcer at like the melee, and it's like where it's like the people in the armor fighting each other, and he's like, and they're fighting. Like he's the boxing ring announcer he's Don King with the hair.
Or the guy from Korra who
God, what's his name? Oh, I just did a deep dive on Korra, so I totally forget his name. Oh well, but yeah, that guy. So that's what Rittenhask would do. He would, and he'd have a great fucking time. Okay. Drew.
Ryujin is the feast chef.
Ooh.
All right. Do you have a fun hat too?
Absolutely.
It's also his name in high school.
Feast chef. Okay, dope. Ember.
Ember would be kind of like milling about the crowd and like be doing like tiny little tricks of magic to like as spectacle, or would be like the plant in a show.
Oh.
Where like a pretend audience member.
Yeah. See, you're like the juggler, the mad magician walking through the crowd.
Indeed.
I like it. And finally, Lilith. Voila.
First, I'm gonna say Kyle's being a bit possessed right now. I don't know if we can fix that.
He is a bit possessed, isn't he?
Yeah.
Want to try the video thing, Kyle?
Yeah,
see if it works.
Let's do that. Oh, perfect. Brilliant.
Oh, so that's quick fix.
Wow, wee wow.
Having
Good
a
to
bit
know.
of technical issues. If one of our videos starts to loop, we'll solve it on the fly.
Yeah.
We'll blame the heat wave.
Yes.
Lilith would, you know those carnies at carnivals who just sit in the back of a tent and you go, why? What's their job? They're just sitting there, and they look a little rough. That would be her job, is to just sit there and look scary. You know,
so you're the carny
I'm
that
not
everybody
working.
buys drugs
I
from?
don't have a job. That's Lilith's job. She just looks cool behind the tent of like where they sell arrowheads.
Okay. Dope. Okay. And finally, the second question, because I wanted to ask one and I think it's fun, is how, and chat, if we want to join in on the question, please join. How do you use toilet paper? Are you a wrap around the hand kind of person? Are you a wad into a ball? Somewhere in between? Or fold it up on top of each other? One square at a time? Rittenhask is definitely neatly wrap around his hand.
Ew.
Who wants to take this next one?
Ember is a folder.
Okay. Nice. All right. And Ryujin?
Ryujin wraps it around his hand, but he doesn't leave his hand in the wrap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was thinking the same. Like, you're just asking to get some shit on your fingers.
On your fingers, yeah.
Like, that's not a good technique.
No,
Drew, I'm gonna ask you to also do the same thing Kyle did with his screen real fast. Sorry, folks, for watching. We don't know what's going on.
What the heck?
Now you know Drew's full name.
Oh, I guess we do. And all right. Okay, finally, Lilith, your turn.
Lilith is a chaos, just like ball it up and then go. Just like, you know.
Just wad that toilet paper up. Okay. Hell yeah. Okay. And also, Angel card. Hannah, since you're back, you're gonna go on this one. So let me know when.
Now.
Oh, this one's interesting for what I have planned. I find this one interesting. It's acceptance.
Interesting.
So we can play with that one. That's interesting. I like that one.
Yeah.
Okay. Acceptance, ladies and gentlemen, and people of non-discriminate genders. Without further ado, I believe that's everything. Let's go ahead, and Hannah, would you like to roll the tape?
Aye.
Roll the tape.
Hello, we're back.
All right, so
oh my goodness,
as
Nemi
we
just gifted
Nemi,
5
you sweet son of a bitch. I love you so much. Thank you, Nemi. Everybody, big shout out to Nemi in the chat. We love you, my friend, so much. MVP, absolutely. It's wonderful to have you here. Nemi, friend of the show. Everybody, love him. So, as the camera pans down, we recall what the crew was going through last time. Lilith, being a little quiet, you all decided to peer into different iterations. First, Leonidas peered into a iteration in the future, the 5th iteration, to spy and voyeurize. Yeah, voyeurize, I think, is a fun word to use. His wife and daughter, who exist within the floating city of Mobius.
Can you define voyeurize?
I mean, if you're gonna, like, if you're a voyeur, you can voyeurize something.
I guess technically, yeah. It just sounds a little sexy and not in a good
now,
way.
Now, is voyeurism only with sexy things?
No, because you can be a voyeur of. It just means like you watch. Chat, if you know, let us know.
Yeah, let us. I make up my own words. It happens.
I don't think it's an inherently sexual term, though.
Yeah, but I've only ever really heard it in a sexual context.
I also don't. I don't know if it's a verb when used as voice. Continue.
Yeah, I mean, I use a lot of things that aren't verbs as verbs.
That one was that one just really stuck out to me, so I couldn't let it go.
You're good, baby. You're good. All right. Peering into his family, he saw Cora, Keepa, Yara, and a semi-metallic humanoid that you guys would recognize as Doug. After paying a small price and taking some sort of mental damage, he was pulled out of the voyeuristic essence, looking into the 5th iteration. After this decision, he walked off where Lilith went to go follow him, and the 3 remaining worked with Eris to peer into a 1st iteration, looking for the origin of Thelikas, which, through a series of very good rolls and a few natural 20s, you were able to discern the origin of Thelikas and his, at least a sense of what he wants. Upon returning, you guys found the stabbed and unconscious body of Leonidas, where Cora, who had been possessed by a unknown entity that goes by the name of Christopher.
Not Cora, Lilith.
Oh, why do I always do that? It's because it's the sister and the sister. And then upon returning, you confronted the Christopher Lilith at the mouth of this temple. And after a bit of a conversation and a clever suggestion on Ember's part, you were able to banish Christopher for the time being, leaving Lilith. So, as we pick up, Lilith, let's take a step back. You are sleeping, that dream you had last night, seeing Christopher saying, I need to do something and you're not going to like this. You then have a sense of your body. You have a sense of what you see, what you feel, what you touch, but you are in another place. A limbo for a moment. You see your body wake up. You see Leonidas go to Eris, but you can't do anything or say anything even if you want to. You don't get the sense that you're in control of your body. And then in your mind's eye appears Christopher, created in this mist, standing across from you. Lilith, it is good to see you.
You're not real. This is all in my head. Aye?
We are in your head. And we are real. So, I had to take control of you for the time being.
How and why?
To be honest, I am not sure. And he's kind of like grinning. He's like, I have been in this sort of room for a while. And kind of points around to this space you're in that you can kind of see, and it is just a swirling kind of black and gray void. Here I have, we like to call this Limbo. It is difficult to fully explain, but it is not here in the land of the living, but it's also not yet with the land of the dead. So, here I am. And if I sit and I think I'm able to see my body, what it is doing at this time. And there are times when you would make me see what you're seeing, Lilith. And I didn't understand this until very recently. And it's because I'm connected to you in some way. I don't know what it is, but I am part of you, or part of something that you are holding on to. Do you have questions?
What do you want?
To tell the truth, I mostly wanted to see if I could do it. I've heard stories from others who are in Limbo, and that if you are able to focus and have the right kind of drive, then you could take control and take somebody or something or anything that you have a connection with for a spin. So consider this a test run.
For what?
I don't know. I do know that my body is still being used. I see it still, wandering the crypts of the river. I'm unsure, and I want to know what is happening to my body. So I thought maybe you'd still be in the city or nearby. So, but now as we are talking here and I'm also watching out there, we are not anywhere near Revan.
No.
So, can I ask you a question?
Aye.
How are you?
How am I?
Yes, this is the first time that I've really been able to solidify my essence or collect it. It's been very jumbled recently. And I knew I was going near you because of a feeling, but when you would call upon me or something, but I didn't quite understand. But now I have a better mind for it. I have learned. So I just want to know how you are doing, because I care about you, Lilith.
I'm in a lot of pain.
Oui.
And I'm angry most of the time. But I've decided on a course of action. And hopefully that will bring me peace. You are looking to move on, right? That's what you want to do.
To tell the truth, no. I want to live. I want to be back in my body.
But you're dead. I
Am
watched
I?
you die. Do you not remember any of it?
Pieces. Parts. Guess I did die, but how am I here now? If I am dead.
I mean, spirits can live on, like essence, energy. I don't know, Christopher, I don't know, but this feels not right. This feels... You being in my body definitely does not feel right. You want something, what do you want? You need to figure that out.
Why did you leave Revan? You saw what happened to me, to the others. And you ran? Why?
I did not have a choice.
What is that supposed to mean? You do not have a choice.
No, the Sage of Revan gave me a curse. Said that if I stayed in Revan, my family would die. And I'd just seen you killed and didn't want to see anybody else killed. And I knew that I did not know anything, that I couldn't stand up to him like I thought. I didn't. I still don't have that kind of ability. But I'm working to get it, to unseat him. That's what I want to do. But that's why I left. And I did not have time to go to the others and tell them why I was leaving or where you were or anything. I didn't have time. And I was a stupid person for believing the Sage of Revan that I was cursed. And I am, but it's not the same curse that I thought it was. It's confusing. But that's why I left so quickly.
So it is the Sage's fault then. That I am dead. That Revan is... people are disappearing. And that you left. Maybe you can talk to your mother and she could talk to the Duchess. You said that she works in the palace.
Aye.
You could talk to her
About...
and she could pass word and the Duchess could stop what the Lucian is doing.
What is Lucian doing? Do you know? Have you seen something?
Oui. It's pieces, glimpses of bodies that he has collected, like me. And I've met a few in Limbo, wandering, that are like me. Not here, not there, but their bodies are being used for something else that is not theirs. Kind of like renting an apartment, but a body. I have been evicted.
Does he say anything, or do you not see Lucian? You just see bodies.
I do not hear what he has to say, but I am compelled to act, or my body is. I am unsure.
Do you want me to find out?
Yes, I would.
Do you have any other questions? Any other needs?
Who is the big lion man you are traveling with?
His name is Leonidas. Why?
I stabbed him. Sorry. I did.
Christopher, if you're going to take over my body, there's one rule, and that is don't stab the people I'm traveling with.
Noted. Alright. He'll wake up soon. That's all I wanted. I wanted to know how you were. And I wanted to see the sky.
You don't know if you're dead.
I don't feel dead.
How would you know? You've never been dead before.
Neither have you. I think out of the two of us, I am the one that has more knowledge.
Oh, really?
Yes, you saw me die. Remember?
Aye.
But I do not feel dead. And you know me? I go off what I feel. And then, Lilith, you feel this kind of rush sensation. And you are back in your body. You're standing on that obsidian plate. You see Ember, Leonidas, Ryujin, Kallias, and Rittenhask, all kind of in a guard position looking at you, and you say, "Motherfucker."
That motherfucker. What did he say? What did he say to you?
It was mostly confusing, but basically got the gist that he wanted a joyride. You've spoken of him before, right, Christopher?
Aye. Where's Leonidas?
right here.
Oh.
Hello. I'm right here.
Leonidas, are you okay?
You stabbed me.
You stabbed me. I'm alright, Lilith. But please don't do that again. Okay? It did not feel good. I guess you weren't in control. I'd appreciate if you didn't stab me again.
And then he walks away.
And he walks away.
What did I miss? What happened? What did Christopher say? Did they say... They didn't say anything. It was confusing. They didn't say anything about me. No?
Not exactly. It was mostly just kind of strangely ambiguous and not forthright. I don't know how to describe it. He tried to leave. We convinced him to come back. We told him to give you back control of your body. He said no. And then we subdued him.
Oh, thank you.
You wanted to make sure he could trust us. And he said he wanted to see something.
He wanted to know how far away from Revan we were, and he wanted to see the sky.
Lilith? Says Kallias. Who is he to you?
They were once a love. Probably my first. But he died. So he doesn't think he's dead, which is weird, because he died. I saw him.
Well,
But he says that his body is wandering the catacombs of the Maison
Like a
de
zombie.
Lève. Huh?
Like a zombie.
I don't know. I'm not sure that Christopher knows.
did you see him take his last breath?
DM, did I?
I would say so. Like,
I imagined it very much like
kill the spell!
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say you saw him go down and you're like, that bitch dead. You know what I mean? Like he full Cedric DeGory'd it.
Yeah, I did. There was no life. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. He is the Sage of Revan. Of course he could do something that wasn't death but looked like death. I'm an idiot.
Well, it could have been. I've been reading a little bit about the schools of magic, and necromancy can happen well after death. I mean, necromancy happens exclusively after death, to be fair. But it's possible that he did pass on, but didn't want to leave.
Don't know.
DM, we know of ghosts in the concept of like how like we the players view ghosts, right?
Yeah, I would say so. Ghosts are like
The word
it's like-
ghost doesn't exist.
yeah, we're not pulling a Walking Dead. Like people call them goddamn ghosts. But it's more of like a it's like, oh shit, the neighbors got an infest. Like, oh shit, the neighbors have black mold. They gotta get a person to come clean it out. It's like a very rare case of that, where it's like, oh, did you hear that this house was haunted? And when people say that, it's like, oh shit.
Who are they gonna call?
I don't know. You tell me, Kyle. You tell me. Who are they? Who are they gonna call? You know, but you know what? I bet it makes them feel good. Whoever they call, they feel good doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, if there's something strange.
Feel good. In your village hood.
What?
Your village hood?
I don't know what you're referring to.
Okay, enough. Yes.
Railing.
Are you okay, bro? So yeah, ghosts are like, they exist, but it is rare, but enough to where it's like, oh, like every village probably has like a ghost story, and some may be real and some may not.
Fine,
so
sure.
Kind of a mix.
So then, yes.
So
It could just be that he's a ghost that hasn't wanted to leave yet.
Aye, that's what it feels like to me. It feels like maybe they're in denial. Anyways, I can't have that hope.
I mean that he's still alive.
Aye.
Well, considering what we've seen over the past, how long have we been doing this? A couple days, weeks, apparently months.
It's unclear. Time really is like not really a measured
I think
thing.
it's been close to 3 months now, and by 3 months that's like almost 150 days.
But we did like a time skip.
Yeah, but like you as a team have been together even during that time skip while you were in the well. That was a month, and then it was like a month of like of either side was like a month of space, and then it was the traveling for a month, just about, or just under a month. So you're about 2.5 months ish. But that's like 100 days.
Fine. So we have been through quite a bit. It's not something to rule out, considering what we've seen.
You're right. I feel like the farther into this stuff we're doing, the more and more I learn that I don't know anything. And I am not as prepared as I wish I was to go back to Revan and take care of the sage. But Christopher said that there's more bodies like theirs that are wandering around the city of the dead, which probably adds to the mysticism. The tourists really are gonna be super spooked if they run into that. But that there's more like him. He's not sure what's going on. Oh my, that makes so much sense. Or maybe it's not connected, but it feels like it is, that there were people that were disappearing while I was in Revan before I left. There were lots of people they would just go away. Whole families. Houses would be abandoned, and then we tracked them down to the catacombs, and that's when that happened.
Definitely, probably the work of the sage.
Aye. I don't know who else would do it. I don't know anyone who has that much power and that much ability to, not be noticed by the authorities or The Duchess.
Well, that was already a stop on our trip schedule, was it not?
I just don't think we're ready.
Fair. So we don't want to bump it up.
You've beat odds before.
I don't want to see you all die.
You can just turn away.
No. I don't want to be haunted by your ass there, Ember. That would just be the worst. Christopher's already on my nerves.
Oh, I don't think I'd be allowed to stay.
Lilith,
Hi, Kallias.
correct me if I'm wrong, but we killed this big crocodile. This, what in my village we consider a god. So maybe it wouldn't be that hard as that. As Ryujin said, we did beat odds before.
I don't want to make these decisions just yet, but I'm scared. I'm scared all the time, but I'm really scared to go back.
I'm sure that's how Kallias felt coming back here. And I must say this wasn't easy, but we did do it.
Yes. Together we have prevailed.
Holy shit.
It is the honor of a team that helps people prevail their obstacles. Wouldn't you agree, everybody?
So...
I think we stay on... Anyway.
No,
Moving on.
one of these fucking days, I'm gonna make an NPC that you're gonna love, and not just.
Woody, don't get me wrong. I love him.
I want an NPC that I would like.
I need to figure. I need to crack your egg, Ember. I need to crack your egg.
It was oh.
Hannah loves ripping ass. Lilith?
In the other our home game, what was the carriage driver's name?
Chet.
Chet. But see that
I gotta get a Chet. Okay, I gotta find a Chet. Okay.
Find Chet.
Maybe I'll just make Chet.
He does like.
He's the watcher.
You like?
I just drive my cart with my old donkey. And
I mean, I enjoy fucking with Keith, but
He's not a
I wouldn't protect
likable character. Yeah, you're right. I feel
I'd
that.
protect Chet with my life. Like I
I just saw a funny thing on the chat. Sorry, I'm giggling now.
NYC for 2069.
Great
Yes, that is a fact.
Mm-hmm.
didn't see it.
Okay.
Back
to the scheduled programming. A little tangent.
before the
Everyone-
interruption.
Loves a good fart joke.
Whether or not we are going from here to Revan or to somewhere else first, it is a long journey. Hopefully we pick up some things along the way that will help.
Alright.
It's not like we can avoid it.
No, I know.
Especially after giving up 3 of the
That's
employee.
that's fair. 2.
2.
We have 1 left.
How long was I out? Did you go in to the time, me, whatever?
Yes, we saw the time knife.
The what? Did you bring it for me?
No, don't worry about it. Yes, we saw Kallias's origin story, so to speak.
And what? Was he found under a rock?
Honestly, you're not far off.
seemingly he had some sort of job in which he was front and center to unspeakable horrors and bloody deaths and such. And something in him snapped, and I'm assuming that he thought he could do it better. And then drive leads to power, power leads to corruption, corruption leads to creating a whole nother timeline.
The dark side.
That whole parable.
So, can he not die?
Can he not die?
Yeah, is that why?
I'm not sure.
You just saw how they were created.
Well, to be fair, it might not be that he can't die. It might just be that he's figured out a way to, for the most part, exist outside of time. Like perhaps while the iterations are moving along, I'm just spitballing here, but maybe he has some sort of antechamber that exists outside that, so he doesn't age, he doesn't have to.
A magical portrait that's up in their attic that, ages for them.
Yes.
Aye. I've heard about that. I watched a play about it once.
Oh, good.
Nice.
That was supposed to be a joke. Alright, whatever. Keep going. Trying to lighten the mood. I'm not the funny one. I see that. That's Ember.
As you guys just turn around.
I see plays a lot too. And I saw another play by the same author. It was a man killed his wife. Is that a different author? Fuck.
I just feel like there's a lot of authors who have that kind of...
Who wrote Picture of Dorian Gray?
Who did write Picture of Dorian Gray? Is it not... Who is
Edgar Allan Poe?
I don't think it's Edgar Allan Poe.
No. I'm the Dum-Dum.
No.
Wasn't it,
Oh, we're all very cultured, aren't we?
Wow.
Hey, chat. Or anybody at home?
You know what's so funny, though?
Ernest?
I can remember sitting in English class learning
Oscar
about
Wilde.
it.
Oscar Wilde.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
The guy who wrote...
Thank you, Tales Around the Tavern File. Oscar Wilde. Irish playwright.
Yep.
I'm sure he wrote some sort of story about some man killing his wife. Let's be real.
Yeah. Probably.
Point being, he might not be immortal. He might have found a loophole.
Did they seem, and all your delving into this time, did they seem nefarious?
Honestly, not at first, but he interviewed a lot of people and grew increasingly disappointed.
He was going to the rulers of his time and asking them questions.
We couldn't hear.
Oh, so it was just on body language.
Yeah.
It would have been difficult to hear.
Why?
That's what Eris told us. That if you try to listen or force something when you're looking, that you can get hurt or lose bits of yourself. I think that's what's happened to Leonidas.
What do you mean? What happened?
It's just
kind of off after his journey.
Is it because he just saw his wife and kid with another man?
That could be it.
And that would do it to you, wouldn't it?
Once my uncle saw his wife with another man, but turned out it was just a tailor. But he did challenge him to a duel and unfortunately killed the poor man. But just a pure misunderstanding. We laugh about it now at family gatherings.
Oh, about killing an innocent man.
No, sorry. That was also a joke. Lilith is just better at jokes than me, and
No,
Lilith you have
insight
inspiration.
check.
Ember is the funny one.
Insight check.
All right. As he compliments you, Lilith, you get inspiration.
Ah.
And roll an insight check.
Can I also?
Yeah, go ahead.
Is his uncle a murderer? Damn it.
Wait.
Fuck. 6.
6? Okay. 8.
18.
18. You get the sensei's telling the truth. He's purely just trying to tell a joke. Both of you. Yep. It was his brother. All right. So everybody, I need you to roll me perception checks, please.
Based on
Ooh, that was shite.
eyes or ears?
Ears.
There we go.
Tongues.
Specifically.
Kallias has advantage.
Now, would you roll a perception check to taste something?
I mean, if you were
Well, I
like,
mean, what
is
else
this
would you roll?
poisoned?
True. Or if you just wanted to know what it was, and maybe you could only find out by taste.
Yeah.
Like, what's that sticky substance on the ground?
The amount of times I think that living in New York City.
What's this gooey stuff dripping off of the subway wall?
Do I sit down on this bench on the tube station or no?
I'm gonna lick it.
Well, maybe not lick it, but like your finger in it.
I'm gonna put my tongue on that bench.
I got a 17.
17. All right, Ryujin.
14.
14, and Lilith.
I got a 7.
7. Okay. Ryujin and Ember, you hear a scream coming from back within the temple.
Oh,
Specifically, Eris's scream.
fuck.
Kallias hears it as well as Eris and bolts.
I'm running too.
Why is everyone running? What's going on?
Something's wrong.
I'll run after. Okay, I'm following.
Follow us.
Okay. You guys run back down. Rittenhask follows. And then Leonidas, who is just kind of chilling in the chamber within the kind of hallway with the two, like the crossroads that has the two, what's the word? Like craftsman shops, the metallurgy and the mason shop. He was chilling there. He joins in with you and he's like, I heard it too. What's going on? And they run. And you guys arrive in that chamber. What you see when you walk in is you see these solidified prismatic tendrils, each one kind of a main color, or a general color. There is one, let's make sure I got my notes right. There is one gold one that has like other colors pulsing within, but the majority of it's gold. There is a purple one. There is a green one, a light blue one, and a red one. You see
purple, green, and red.
Yep, gold, purple, green, light blue, and red, like a sky blue. You see Eris he's almost trying to like reach out to these tendrils of light, and you see one. They all kind of congeal together, twist, and hits Eris across this chamber, and you see her hit up against the wall.
Where were the tendrils coming from?
Great question. Each tendril is coming from one crystal. There are 5 tendrils.
Oh no.
Oh
no.
And they're just kind of like solidified or hard light, I think is a good way to say it. Just kind of reaching out and pulling at things and trying to grasp at something. Rittenhask draws his sword and charges. Everybody, roll me initiative.
All right, Rittenhask.
We didn't ask, Rittenhask.
Too bad.
You're an ass. Ooh.
A 22 for me.
22. Ember?
Natural 20.
Oh, shit, you guys.
For a total of 22.
Oh, 22.
So
22.
even with a natural 20, I couldn't beat Ryujin.
Oh,
You're still gonna go before because you're both at 22. I'm gonna put that one up above.
Is your initiative +2?
Yeah.
What's yours, Drew?
+3.
Oh, Lilith.
Mine's +5 and I got an 11.
Nice.
That's why, ladies and gentlemen, we roll the dice.
All right. And
I'm not used to going this early. Fuck.
Okay, right off the bat, you get an extra action as well, my friend. What the hell are you gonna do?
What am I looking at?
So you see, this room is kind of almost built. There's a kind of a central, almost dais in the center that kind of just naturally comes up to a platform, and then it's the membrane wall, the veil, that like white, shimmery, prismatic wall that has the crystals floating within it. Then out of those crystals are those 5 colored hard light tendrils. And then it's just kind of like an obsidian sort of natural cave, circular, that leads all the way around, almost like a little crater, almost.
Okay. Are the tendrils still hitting Eris?
No, they just knocked her out of the way.
Yeah, okay. So they went boop, and then
They
they're kind of
congealed together and went psh, and now they're back out to their 5.
being snakes.
Yeah, being
I'm
snakes.
a snake.
I'm a snake.
Snake.
All right.
You may have thought snakes were a cuddly creature, but in this case, you couldn't be more wrong.
Time to leap into action. I wield my quarterstaff, and I run forward.
Okay. Which color are you charging towards?
I'll charge towards the purple.
Purple? All right. You charge towards the purple. And
So for my first action, I'm gonna cast Mage Armor,
okay.
so that my AC goes up a little bit. Not by much. Cool.
A little bit. We love just a little bit.
It's a 15 now instead of a 13.
Ooh.
All right.
Helpful. And then I don't want to waste this more. And then I don't have a bonus action, so I'll let that turn end.
Okay.
And then using sorry.
Yeah, go ahead. No, go ahead.
For my actual action, I brandish my quarterstaff and I cast. Oh wait, no, fuck me. Okay, so I'm sorry. On the previous turn, for my bonus action, I would have cast Shalala.
Shalala.
Shalalala.
Shalala.
Shalalala. So that it's a powerful stick now. And then I cast Green Flame Blade. And I whack.
Okay. On the purple one. Okay. Roll me an attack, please.
So since I used, I'm sorry. 3 plus 14 to hit.
14. That does hit. Roll for damage.
Okay.
Roll for damage.
Roll for damage. shitty. That's 4 points of damage.
All right. Nice.
Wait, fuck. I'm sorry. 8 points of damage. Gosh, I don't have my pants on.
8 points of damage?
Yes, and then the green flames that wrap around the purple one then jump to another one. Are they within 5 feet of each other?
Not really from where you're attacking. I would say they're more like 10 feet apart each.
Okay, never mind.
But with that attack, you do cut off and it does sever the green, but immediately after you cut it, and then it's going to use one of its legendary reactions to slam attack you.
Legendary?
Slam? Come on, let's slam. If you want to jam.
Does a 19 beat your AC?
Yes.
Yep. Okay, it hits you, and you are going to take 2 points of force damage as it
2 shots of vodka.
2 shots of vodka, and I need you to roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Not very good at bad. 10.
10. With a 10, that is a fail. So it kind of wraps you up and tosses you in the air, the purple one, and then the gold one catches you in its tendril. And you are now removed from the initiative order.
Oh.
You see as the rest of you see as Ember makes contact with the gold one, this sort of golden energy wraps around him, and you see his eyes just go gold and just shine gold for a bit. And you are removed from the initiative order. Ryujin, your turn.
The gun is coming out.
That's what Ryujin also says to the ladies. And
Yeah.
then,
When it's a good date and it's
gun
really
is coming
vibing, it's
out.
like, hey.
Hey,
Coming out.
I just want to let you know, the gun is coming out.
The gun is coming out, baby.
If that's okay with you.
want you to be prepared.
It's a consensual gun, baby.
I'm gonna pull it out the waist, give it a little spin.
Ooh.
Ooh, oh god.
Oh, gosh.
Ryujin, stop being so fucking sexy. Stop!
When the chat has read 6 of Crows, that's the kind of gun manship that I feel like Ryujin has.
Correct.
And for those of you who had just showed up, they are fighting these hard light tendrils coming out of this magical veil.
Or as Nemi
Or,
said.
as Nemi just said, a hentai monster. Nemi! All right, you roll an attack on him.
That's
Which one are you
fucking
shooting at?
There was a red one, right?
There is a gold, purple, green, light blue, and red.
Okay, the red one.
Okay. Roll me an attack, my friend.
That is 21.
21. That's totally gonna hit. Roll for damage.
Oh, sorry, wrong one.
Am I going into the moderation section of Twitch to allow the word hentai? Yeah.
Yes, we are.
That will be 11 points of damage.
11 points of damage. All right, you shoot it, and it kind of like fully cores this tendril. You see it kind of whoosh, open up, and it closes and immediately reforms. The red one does.
Shooting it again with my second attack.
Okay, roll an attack.
Bang, bang.
Natural 20.
Oh my god!
Okay, hell yeah. Roll me for the damage, baby, and add a full extra die. Or add a full die, or
His first turn.
just some goddamn natural 20s from Ryujin. I don't get it.
16 points of damage.
16 points of damage? Okay. This one obliterates this, and you see it start to reform, but slowly. So it is just a little nub off the crystal, a little red nub off the crystal. But you're staying kind of far back, out of their reach. Okay. Right, is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
All right, and let's go with, it is Hask's turn. Hask is going to run to, is in his charge that he was doing, is going to run and make an attack with his sword. And he's actually gonna hit. Nice. Oh, would you look at that? It does 6 points of damage, but then it's gonna use another one of its legendary actions and swipe at Hask. And is gonna hit Hask. Alright, it's gonna do a little bit of damage to Hask. Let's see how Hask does on the dex save. Fails. So you see he attacks the golden not the golden, the light blue tentacle, and it kind of wraps around him after reforming and just throws him against the wall, taking some damage, and you see him fall down to the ground. He does not, however, get attached to one. Okay. So then we go to Leonidas. Leonidas is then going to charge. Leonidas is going to charge towards the green one and make an attack. Is going to miss. Ooh, that sucks. Actually rolled a crit fail, so sucks for him. And so he goes to swing at it, and it wraps around him, and he is going to take a little bit of damage. He's going to take 5. Sorry, Dan, you're not here. You're in goddamn Vermont. I'm going to kill your character.
Dan rolls any different if he rolls bad when he's not even.
Yeah, this is just like he's here.
Yeah.
He does. Thank you very much for pointing out. He gets 2 attacks. I'll allow him another attack. It's going to hit, do some damage, but it's not going to change the outcome. Yeah. It's going to take a little bit of damage. He kind of slices it, but then reforms and wraps around him. And it gets him. And you see this one then wrap around him and kind of pull him over. The green one pulls him over and attaches him to the red one. And the red then wraps around, the red energy wraps around him, and you see his eyes glow in this red light. And now Leonidas has been removed from the initiative.
Does he look like a Christmas light?
Take it as you will. Okay, now it is Kallias. I'm playing with myself for a second here. Kallias is going to go, oh God, and he's gonna run up and try to cast Chaos Bolt. That's gonna miss. And so it's gonna use another legendary reaction.
Your face.
What's
like
that
Woody.
face?
Woody's just like, oh no.
Oh, okay, look at that. Got a natural 20. Sorry, Will. Ooh, 10 points of damage. Sorry, Kallias. It's gonna kind of break a couple ribs. This one wraps around him, and it's actually the green one kind of like just like slams into him, and that energy just connects to Kallias. Kallias is removed from the initiative order. Lilith, your turn.
It's you and me, Lilith, and Written Hask.
Are any of the tentacles flanked?
No.
Well, Written Hask is
prone, so he is not technically able to flank somebody at the moment.
Shite. Okay, well, the tentacles don't have eyes. Do they know I'm coming?
You don't know. Give it a shot.
The tentacles know I'm coming.
Just D&D things.
Guys, this is a fine Razor's Edge we're walking right now. Using the word tentacle.
I'm going to attack, so I want to know if I have advantage. That's what I want to know.
They are not flanked as far as you know, okay. And you do not know if they see you or can sense you.
All right. Well, I'm going to attack it with my rapier.
Which one?
Which rapier?
Which tentacle?
Which tentacle? The one that has Ember.
Ember. So the golden one. Mm-hmm. Got you. So, all right. Yeah. Roll an attack, please.
Oh. Shit.
With advantage.
Oh, thank God. Ooh. Okay. I can't do math. 25 to hit.
25? That's gonna hit. That beats the armor class.
So is it a sneak attack?
It is.
Oh, thank God. Alright. Gonna roll some dice. Do some addition. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 points of damage.
Okay. You stab it, and you see this light kind of almost like flare in your face. You see that it kind of droops a little bit, kind of holding Ember in the air, just like a few feet, and droops, and Ember kind of like hits the ground, touching it, but still attached. But then it quickly kind of picks him back up, but it's still hurt. You just didn't do the total damage to it.
I would like to add my inspiration d6 die to the damage roll.
Oh, okay. All right, I'll allow it.
That's 1 point of damage.
You did a little extra, but not enough to sever it.
Okay, Whales of the Grave, I'm going to send half of my damage die to the tentacle next to it.
Okay.
So,
which tentacle
Lilith,
do you want that to be?
Lilith goes and stabs with her rapier, and then she hears Christopher's laugh, and that's when it's the I'll do the blue tentacle.
The blue? Okay.
So, yeah.
Yep. Roll me. Is it damage? It's just automatic damage, right?
Yeah, automatic damage.
Roll me damage.
It is 5 points of damage.
5 points of damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Does 5 points of damage to the blue one. You see it kind of like wince, or like kind of shudder for a second. Now it is the monster's turn. The blue one is going to shoot towards you, Lilith. Oh, would you look at that? Does an 18 beat your armor class?
Yes.
Nice.
For all of our listeners who enjoy hentai, this is your episode.
This is your episode. I want to be clear. They're more like tendrils of hard light, and they don't have suction cups. I feel like that is an important distinction to make.
But they're wrapping people up?
But they do kind of grab.
So...
And they can see you coming.
Guys! Oh, God. Yeah, they can... I'm coming. You guys seen... Sorry, small tangent. Have you seen that video of Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Oh.
And he's
I thought you were referencing a movie called Kung Pao.
Oh, no. I need to see that movie. I've never seen it. I know I need to.
Oh,
But there's everybody at home, everybody listening, watch the video. It's like a young Arnold Schwarzenegger, akin like lifting and getting a pump to a climax, and he's like, "I'm coming when I'm at the gym. I'm coming when I'm backstage before a show." It's just so funny. He's like, I'm coming all the time.
Nice.
Back to the hentai.
Okay, back to the hentai, everybody. Nice family fun right here today. And Lilith, roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Do I get advantages on these one as a rogue?
I don't believe you do. That is a
Have
barbarian.
evasion.
I do have evasion now that I am what is it called? Level 5. My dexterity, that'd be an 18.
An 18?
So you take no damage.
No, she fails. So she is going to be also wrapped up, and your eyes turn a bright blue. 18. DC is much higher than that.
Are they as bright blue as Leonidas's?
Yeah, they are.
His beautiful blue.
Actually,
papers?
it's a very similar color to your skin. And you are removed from the initiative order. And now, another one, the purple one, is going to try to reach out to you. Ryujin's going to have disadvantage.
Ryujin's going to have a Rambo moment. Let's go, let's go.
Did I break out?
No, you're still in.
Oh.
She didn't do enough damage to sever it. Because once they attach, they get more health. Ryujin, does a 12 beat your armor class?
No, sir.
No, sir. That's what I thought. Okay. All right. That is the end of that turn. Oh, actually, no. Yep. That is all the other ones are attached, so that's the only one that can attack. All right. Then we go. Ember, you have been removed from the initiative. Ryujin, what do you do?
I'm doing some more shooting.
You see all of your friends glowing the lights of these tendrils.
What's Eris doing?
Eris is unconscious in the corner.
Save me!
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot. First, I'm gonna shoot at the tendril that's not wrapping people up, just in case I get wrapped up.
Okay.
Also, what's the red one looking like?
The red one is. Oh, I'm sorry.
Is it still like a tiny red rocket?
Big.
It is kind of grown a little longer. Like on its turn, it kind of like came back to all the ones that are attached, except the one that's reaching for you, are all about the same length now.
Got like half chub.
Yeah, it's not a micro tendril.
19 hitting the purple one.
19 hitting the purple one? That definitely hits. Roll for damage.
I used my wills of the grave for nothing. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, you did, didn't you?
Fine. Whatever. I have 3. It's fine.
13 points of damage. And then I'm gonna another natural 20 for the extra attack.
Son of a bitch. Okay. All right. What'd you get?
She's fun. She's flirty.
Hold on.
That's like your third natural 20 tonight, isn't it?
Oh, that's the second.
Oh,
17.
Okay.
Kyle had one.
Oh, Kyle had the other natural 20. 17. So how much damage total? 30? You had 13 before?
Yeah.
Shit, you're just like 6-shootering it up. You eviscerate this purple one, and it goes back to the crystal, and you see it starting to slowly reform. What else do you do?
I guess I'm the only one, right? Oh wait, what's up with Rittenhask?
Rittenhask is after you in the initiative order, so he'll be getting up on his turn.
That was my extra attack. I'm gonna move back a little bit.
Okay. All right.
That'll be the end.
All right. Rittenhask, getting up, is going to charge towards the nearest one, which is the gold one, and try to attack it with his sword, and really, really whiffs it. It's going to have a second attack. Ooh, that's going to hit.
You know, every time you say it like that, I think of that song. What is it? Dax gonna give it to you, or whatever it is. What's that
It's
song?
gonna give it to you.
That's what I think of every single time.
And he rolled a 1 on his damage, so he doesn't do too much with his longsword. He does 5 points of damage.
Doing great, guys.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then the renewed legendary actions, it's gonna try to whack Rittenhask again. And you know what? Rittenhask deftly dodges from the attack. Nice, Rittenhask. Nice. All right, and then it's going to be their turn. You see all of the other ones kind of pull back to closer to the membrane, and this one is able to grow longer to reach out to you, Ryujin. So it's going to make its attack on you.
No, make this tap.
The membrane.
Does a 16 beat your armor class?
No.
Oh, you son of! So it goes to like the purple one comes like reaches out. This tendril reaches out and tries to grab you, and you just like whoosh, just past your head. It's gonna use one of its legendary reactions though. Let's try to do it again.
Fucking style.
Oh, and it misses again. So you dodge it again, and it's using its last legendary reaction.
Christ.
It has 3. Does an 18 beat your armor class?
It just hits.
Nice. Roll me a dexterity saving throw.
That is 24.
24. Okay. You had to beat a 25. So this thing kind of grabs you, and you feel your energy connect to it, and your eyes glow purple. And we'll be right back after this quick break.
Oh my goodness.
This is when Rittenhask just like leaves.
He goes, good God.
He's like, all right.
It seems that everybody has a tendril except for me. So
a bit of an early break because it was a good time to break, and also I want to also point out the new emotes. I didn't know they were going to get approved so fast. We uploaded them right before stream. I just want all the chat to say thank you to Nemi for making those 2 new emotes for us. The Kallias one, which I believe is Bards of Snake, or Bards of Question, Bards of Thinking, one of the 2. It will say it. And then also the Ember one, which is Bards of Ember. So it's a little sassy, a little fun. So go ahead and throw them up in chat. And thank you, Nemi, for making them. We'll be back shortly. It was an early break. Usually we aim between 7:30 and 8 for breaks, so we're kind of right in the early part. But we will come back and return. What the fuck's gonna happen after this, y'all? So we'll be back in like 15-20 minutes.
Go get a tea.
Yeah,
have a wee.
Go to the bathroom, take a fat shit, and get another drink.
Whoopee!
See you all soon.
Yahoo!
And we're back.
I feel.
Are we actually back?
We are actually back. That just timed perfectly.
I feel
oh man,
terrible on the inside. Ew. Oh my god. Oh, I was not prepared for that. Ew. Okay, hey everybody, welcome back. And if you enjoyed, I saw a couple people say that you enjoyed the little intro video. Hannah made it, and Dan together, I believe, right?
Dan and I, yep, and together we both misspelled Leonidas' name. It's still misspelled. We'll fix that eventually.
Fix it at some point down the road. We'll see.
He misspelled his own name?
He misspelled his own character's name.
Yeah. Wait, was there like an extra I? Isn't there like an extra I in it or something?
There's D, and there's no D in it.
Leonidas.
No, it's the last name. The last name. On the video it says Goal Spear. And
Goal Spear. Oh
wow. I mean that's a tough pill to swallow.
Yeah.
It's like One Piece, Goldie Roger.
Yeah.
Kyle.
Thank you, yes. Tales Around the Tavern.
I'm glad that you realized what I said.
I knew exactly what you said. But welcome everybody, and welcome all the new friends who are hanging out with us. Love having you. Cool.
I want you to know I ran a poll during the break. Tentacles? ? Yes, one.
Yeah, of course. Think about what this group is. All right. Let's just think. Let's just be critical thinkers for like 2 seconds. If presented with tentacles, what are we gonna say?
I say no.
Really? Calamari? Some calamari, yes. You know what I mean?
I mean, if we are talking about food, then I say fuck no.
Oh, that makes sense.
But if we're talking about other things, I think I'd land on no.
It's like a no, but with a question mark at the end. No.
It's a no. It's not like a no. But it's
that's what they all say. You just gotta find the tentacle that's yours, you know.
The right calamari.
The right sucker for you, you know.
Okay. And I'm gonna reel us all back in.
Octopussy.
All right. Okay, let's actually do this. Well, so
this is TPK, right?
This is TPK. I got sick of this campaign, guys. I wanted to redo. I want to be a player. Let's be real.
Wow. This is news.
I wanna be the very best.
No one ever was.
Dun, 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 dun.
Catch them is Mario.
The train is my
Is
car.
Pokemon litigious? Should we be worried?
I will travel.
Oh, I thought we were doing the whole fucking thing.
Searching for a ride.
This is what happened last week when I was gone. You guys would go off onto these tangents, and
Power that's inside.
I'm really afraid Pokemon's gonna come for us.
Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all.
We had to get to the Pokemon. We had to get to the Pokemon.
At least the beginning of the course.
Yeah.
Chorister didn't happen.
Yeah, Corsair did. Oh, you know what? If we did that well enough for Nintendo to send a cease and desist, I'm excited about that.
I'm not gonna be mad about it.
Yeah.
Looking at them.
Okay.
I dare you, Nintendo.
Please.
Send Mario.
Do you think they send Mario or Luigi to send the cease and desist?
Oh,
Mario.
so sorry.
Or
Wow.
Luigi?
Waluigi.
All right, back to the hentai.
Open sir!
Dungeons and Dragons.
Dungeons and Dragons. So, as we all return, and the camera pans back down to our crew, all suspended in the air with various lights coming out of their eyes. Let's begin with Ember. Ember.
Yeah.
You get the rush that you felt when you were peering into the first iteration. But it feels different. It's more powerful. It's heavier. And when you open your eyes from this sort of sensation of falling, you see around yourself and you're in this lavish arena. You look around you, there are pillows and people holding trays of fruits and sweet meats and pastries and wine and any sort of want you would need. And there are people surrounding you, adoring. There's a band in the corner playing music, and in the center is this pit, and there are individuals fighting in your honor. So everybody around you, you know, for some reason, you know that it's for you. This is all yours, and you're in charge. You do look at yourself, and you do look a little bit different. A little grayer in the fur.
Oh.
And pudgier. Bit of a belly.
Ember was a fat kid.
A beautiful fat cat, if you will. But you don't care. You're in charge. You're laying, being served wine and meats, and being entertained. The arena, the two sides of this fight in your honor, there is one particularly angry troll, or ogre, fighting a squad of halflings. And you see them punching it out and tackling, and the halflings are crawling on the ogre, and the ogre's throwing them. What do you want to happen? Just to yourself as you're watching this, in this fight.
I would want something exciting and unexpected.
Okay.
And I eat a grape.
A delicious. It's crisp and pops in your mouth, and like it's a perfect grape.
It's so good.
It's a great grape. As you watch the fight, the squad of halflings, two grab one grabs the arm and two are on the legs, and one starts crawling up the back and takes the sash that had around their waist and wraps it around this ogre's face, and the ogre's yelling, reaches up and grabs the halfling, rips him off, and this halfling squirming in this ogre's hand. The ogre opens its wide maw and bites off the halfling's head. Blood spraying all over the ogre, and the ogre and the other halflings start hacking away at it with their knives as the ogre chokes on the halfling's head and expires in the sand pit. The crowd is cheering, going wild.
It's disgusting.
The remaining halflings are brought to you. Winners of this tournament. Beat up, dejected, they bow their heads and kneel before you. And you look to the person to your right, a tiefling with this very pale, almost white skin, black eyes, black teeth, and black horns. Looks to you and says, "Master, what is your ruling for them?"
Good. Thumbs up.
Okay.
At a boy.
People start to cheer. You see some people go, "Ah," and you hear, roll a perception check with hearing with advantage.
I rolled 2 8s. Fuck me. 12.
12, still good enough. You hear one of them like, "Oh, I thought they were gonna get sent to the diamond pits." But these halflings are carried off. Cheers, they're given wine and whatever wishes they desire for the evening. Your courtiers rest, the band plays, and your advisor is next to you. "Sire, that is an excellent decision you have made."
Well, of course, I made it. Are you implying that I've made non-excellent decisions?
No. All your decisions have been excellent.
And why are we remarking upon it?
No. Simply supporting your decision, Master.
I'm just fucking with you. It's okay. Thank you.
Yes.
They fought admirably. I felt bad that they lost their comrade.
Mercy is a becoming feature on you, Master.
All right, stop that.
I'm sorry. Stop what?
Woody, how much am I buying into this? Like, am I in a dream in which I am agreeing to the reality of the dream? Or am I like, I'm in a place now?
It's a bit of both.
Okay.
You have Ember's. You have your Ember's mind.
Okay.
But you are within this Ember's given circumstance.
Okay.
Acting.
You kind of you know, like, oh, I know this person, but you're not quite sure how. And you know that, like, you're in charge, but you're not quite sure how.
Right.
Master, I believe your appointment is to be held now. Should I bring in the supplicants?
Yes.
Yes, master.
Right. I didn't get to eat during the break, so I'm eating tortellini, everybody, and I'm tired of hiding it.
Just they're your grapes.
Be yourself. Fly your
Eat
fake
your
flag.
tortellini, my king. Okay,
I wasn't expecting you to go first.
As your advisor, courtier, goes towards these main doors on the other side of this lavish domed room, they bring in individuals. You see 12 not tabaxi. Yeah, tabaxi. Almost. I'm getting my editions mixed up. Tabaxi enter. And you see them in rags. They look poor as hell.
Destitute.
And destitute is very good. They
Do I recognize them?
approach, and you do. These are your 12 siblings. All before you. They are in chains, and they bow before you. The eldest, a not very old, because I mean they have litters, so they're all around the same age.
The first one out.
Yeah, the first one out, the eldest, raises his head and says, "Your Eminence, our
Did
family."
You say, sorry, this is Kyle. Did you say eminence or evanescence?
Eminence.
I was about to be like, wake me up.
Wake up! Eminence.
Sorry.
Our village is hungry, and people are starving, and we apologize for sneaking into your stores to steal what we needed. But please, if there's any punishment, give it to me and not my siblings. They were following what I told them. So, Ember, looking at them, they don't seem to recognize you.
But
you recognize them. What is, and you recall, this band of tabaxi snuck into your storehouses within your manse, your manor, your villa, and tried to steal your food. You are the king of this castle, so to speak. You have the decision. What do you decide?
Well, I appreciate your bravery and valor. You're such a strong leader, aren't you? Fine, the rest can go, and you shall bear the burden.
Thank you, Your Eminence. The 11 siblings are carted away. Ushered is a better word. They're not put into the cart.
Carted.
But it's just the word that came out of my mouth.
One of those hand trolley things, and
yeah. Your advisor looks towards you, Ember.
Sire, what shall we do as a punishment for this thief?
The punishment should fit the crime. How about we give him his food? All of it. He has to continue eating.
And does he...
Confused. Your advisor says,
Does he stop at any point?
You don't let him stop. You fucking daft. It's alright.
So he's going to eat until he can't.
Do I have to hold your hand?
Master, it is unlike punishments in the past. So I just want to be sure.
He's a little hushed. He's like whispering in your ear.
Are we running low on food?
No, Master. The harvest has been quite opulent.
Fine. Then there should be no hesitation in using any for this purpose.
Good. Yes, sire.
A table is set up. Your eldest brother is sat, and a turkey is put in front of him. And this is for me, Woody. Is the intention for him to eat until he dies?
So he, gets sick.
Okay. He does.
Okay. I feel now like a sociopath, but
I was
explaining this as a human is upsetting. But the idea was that he is eating, and if he stops, he is punished for doing so.
Oh, I see. Okay. He eats. He eats at a slow pace at first, but you can tell he's hungry. So he starts eating a little faster. It's good food. A whole chicken right in front of him. Tankard of ale.
Chicken.
Chicken. Look at all those chickens.
All I can think of is Gregor Clegane. It's like, I'll have your chicken. Fucking chickens.
Although you did say it was a turkey.
Oh, I did say it was poultry.
A fowl.
Yeah.
A duck.
Continues to eat and eat and eat until it looks like he's not feeling good. And then he pukes. Your guards look towards you. And he seems to be stopped eating. Seems to have stopped eating for a moment. To puke.
As one does.
Looks up at you. Your brother looks up to you. He continues to eat. And eat and eat and eat, and pukes a few times until, after about the 4th time, he passes out from pure exhaustion in a full-ass tummy.
Release him. Send him out. If you have to, then let his brethren know that he's out. Get him out of here.
Okay. They drag your oldest brother out. And this is where we will shift. Lilith.
Aye.
You feel a new sensation. A lurch in your stomach. And that lurch, as you open your eyes, once it's over, you feel the wind in your hair. You stand on the bow of a ship. The sea breeze whipping through your cloak. This beautiful black and gold cloak. And you smell that sea. It's a clear day, a great wind behind you. And you feel alive. You walk along the deck and everybody, Captain, regards you in various ways. You move towards the helmsman at the wheel. A rather strong, some scars along, like big scar that goes from like above her ear to her chin, and a kind of a fade to a high ponytail in the back. She looks towards you and says, Captain, I believe there's some wreckage up ahead. Could be some survivors, something worth picking over. What are your orders, Captain?
Look for survivors and see what else we can get from the wreckage.
Should we raise our colors?
What are you are being possessed?
Oh, nice.
It looks like a fun music video.
One second. Am I back? Am I good?
You are back.
Okay.
Look for survivors and then any other supplies or treasure that could be found.
Should we raise the colors?
Aye.
The helmsman then relays the message to raise the colors, and you see a black flag raised up the mast. The insignia is a crescent moon with a skull on the inside. Fucking Kyle.
Keep going. It's just background
edit
music.
this music into the background.
Oh yeah, okay. As you
Just the fact that the top of your head is all that's visible when that's happening too.
Yeah, that's also. Oh, okay, all right. That made me cry a little bit. Lilith, you are the captain of a pirate ship, and as you see your crew move around and scramble, you see some of them grab some crossbows, and a couple on either the poop deck or the bow deck, I forget the name of it, you see two on each having these long-barreled guns. And they all are kind of like watching this wreckage. And as you approach it, you see one dinghy, oarless, floating within, and there is a small crew of 10 individuals. There seems to be all sorts of... The wreckage is half floating, and you can see that there could be some decent spoils here. The captain of the dinghy stands up, looks towards your ship. We are aware of your ship and your reputation, Skull Taker. And as pilots of the Queen's Navy, we will not let you take the spoils of her bounty.
A fat lot is going to do at the bottom of the ocean?
Better in the hands of the ocean than the hands of the likes of you.
Well, that's up for debate, isn't it? You seem like you're in a bit of a spot. If you like, we can give you passage back to a safe place, but our payment is what's on your ship, or what was on your ship.
Okay. Roll me a persuasion check, please.
My rolls have been shipped today. Let's see what happened. Ooh, that's a natural 20.
Wow!
Ooh, piece of candy.
Ooh!
So,
are you okay, Drew? You just kind of disappeared for a bit.
I died for a minute, and then Hannah's song was like a ritual for a natural 20, and it was amazing.
all right, so that's a total of 26.
Okay. You see the captain stand strong, but one of the crewmen on the dinghy says, "Screw this. I don't want to die on some dinghy with you." And he's like, I have what it is. I want to see me family.
Smart
and
man.
Then more crew until all the remaining crew, minus the captain, have mutinied from the dinghy.
So
the captain, though, refuses. I will not. A man lives by a standard. And this is mine. I will go down with this decision.
all right. Well, we all have choices in this world, and that's the choice you've made.
Your second in command, a portly dwarf. Well, Captain, should have gave the order.
And what order is that?
When he asks that, you automatically know, and it's for the sharpshooters to take their shot.
No. Bring the rest of the crew from their little dinghy onto the ship and we'll help them. And we'll just leave this oarless dinghy with its captain to figure out what to do.
Alright. Alright. Get that crew on. Let's get diving.
Search them for weapons.
Aye, Captain.
And let's get this treasure too.
Okay. As the crew moves around, you bring the 9 on board. The ship itself, its captain's quarters is still above water. The captain of this ship on the dinghy protests but can't move the boat. The boat is just kind of floating off in the distance. Tries to paddle with his hand but can't make it. And after a moment, your second mate, EB, is the name he goes by.
Evie, like from the Mummy?
EB, two letters.
Oh, good reference though.
Yeah. God, I want to watch the Mummy now. And chest of golden coins is unearthed from the captain's quarters.
What are they marked as?
They're marked with a bit of just a stamp of a lighthouse, which you would recognize as the insignia of the Kingdom of Revan.
You mean the duchy?
No, the kingdom. You would recognize it. Kind of, your Lilith mind hits that, like the duchy. But the mind you are residing in is the kingdom.
Okay.
Just a chest full of golden skulls is what they call them.
My favourite. They don't call me the skull taker for nothing. Alright, crew, let's get this back on the ship and let's get on our way.
You say that, and as you make that joke, your crew laughs, and there's like hooting and hollering with the bounty. Also, there's crates of fine rum from the Southern Isles, and
tastes
it
like
is
Zacapa 23.
Yes, it tastes like Zacapa 23, sure. And you leave this captain behind, bobbing in the distance. The scene will now shift towards Ryujin. Ryujin, you get that familiar feeling of flying through space and time, and the heaviness hits you a little different as you land. You're in this forest that is beautiful and new, but it is familiar to you. You look around, and you don't have your weapons on you. The only thing you have is a bow. And in your mind, it's a pretty small bow, made for a child. But in the mind you inhabit, it is the mind of a child. And the bow is yours.
Hey, babe.
Oh, if you couldn't make us love Ryujin more.
You're just the sweet little baby Ryujin. Maybe 10.
Oh.
8. Around there. Enough to go hunting with your father. Now, you gotten separated from your father. He asked you to go up on a ridge and see if you could spot any game trails, sign of game, to learn. As you're up there, I want you to roll me a survival check.
You wouldn't believe it.
You're kidding me.
I'm not kidding.
Is that 3?
That is 3.
Wow.
For those of you who've just joined us today, Ryujin is a goddamn natural 20 wizard.
Drew is a natural 20
Yeah,
wizard.
Drew is a natural
But,
20 wizard.
If I were Amarog, I wouldn't. This doesn't happen.
Yeah, Amarog, it does not happen.
I don't know.
But Ryujin, you just the vibes all are on the same wavelength.
Wavelength.
I say that all the time.
Wavelength. So, as you're making your way through, you find a set of tracks. The first one, and actually multiple set of tracks. The first one, you're like, no, that's old. You see the next one, like, oh, it's not. You see these tracks of a pack of wolves heading down from the ridge and towards where you know your father is. Do you follow the tracks? You do feel scared. The child mind that you inhabit is afraid.
I do follow, but staying out of sight and as stealthily as possible for an 8 to 10-year-old.
Okay, roll me a stealth check.
All right, that is dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay. You are able to make your way through the bush, down this, from the ridge, down the hill, to this small valley that is just a couple miles from your home. You get to a certain point. You see your father. He has bagged a small boar and is skinning it at the moment, removing the tusks, placing them in his bags, humming a little tune to him. You see his receding hairline and the hair on the sides, but the baldness up top that you know he's a little embarrassed of. The calloused hands as he works, and the kind, dark eyes. Behind your father, you see a trio of wolves slowly stalking up. What do you do?
I'm pulling out the bow, and
Okay.
I'm gonna shoot at the one closest, the one leading the pack.
Okay.
First.
Roll me an attack.
That's a. Oh, do I use the stats of my bow?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
$19.
That's gonna hit. Roll for damage.
6.
6. Okay. An arrow sticks into this wolf and kind of like right in the hindquarters. Not enough to do like a death. Like it didn't get any vital organs, is what I'm trying to say. But it does do damage. And it starts to run off. The other two then bolt towards your dad. Roll me initiative, see if you can go before them.
22.
22. All right, you have a shot. You have the first shot. Go.
$20. Dirty.
20. 30.
Dirty 20.
Oh, I said
What?
20. No, 30. 30 to hit? What the fuck?
Imagine.
Roll for damage.
Wow.
Pretty fucking insane.
12.
12.
If we're at level 5, when we get to level 10, I wouldn't be surprised.
As you loose this arrow, this one is a perfect shot, and it lodges itself right at the base of the skull, right behind on this wolf, and it just on the ground, just instant death, piercing the brain. Your father is next. You see him, hearing it, quickly turn around, knife in hand, this beautiful curved blade with an antler on the other side. It kind of comes to a spike. And you see this wolf go to jump in him, but he before like kind of reaches up and tries to stab into the wolf with his knife and misses. The wolf tackles him on the ground, and the wolf is then going to attack at your father. Your father is able to kind of wrestle with the wolf. The wolf is on top of him, like biting at him. It is back to your turn. What do you do?
I shoot again.
Roll an attack.
18.
18, roll for damage.
Twelve.
12. Again, you, in this fear of this child brain, you are overwhelmed, but your mind is able to compartmentalize. Take a breath, see your target, breathe in, and fire. Loose your arrow, and it flies, and it gets it right between its shoulder blades and into its lung and through its heart. You know right where it is. And it just slumps on top of your father. Father pushes it off, a little bloodied, bit on the arm, but nothing serious. Ryujin?
Dad.
Oh, my boy. I was worried. Come. And like wants you to come to give him a hug.
I do.
Takes you in. It's like, good job, boy. Good job.
I did just like you taught me.
Hold your face. Kind of gets down on your level. You did. I am proud of you. Kind of slapped your face just a little bit, lovingly, like kind of like a pat.
Yeah.
And just looks at you proud. Let's get home to your mother. You think?
Okay.
Let's go. Gathering up the 2 wolf pelts, and you're able to kind of construct a small sled now that you have a much bigger game package. Going on the small hike with your dad, not a lot is said, but there is a warm feeling. Nothing needs to be said. The little boy in your brain is very excited. But your brain is taking in this moment that you never had. Making your way through the woods, you end up on this trail. And as it leads up, you see this beautiful, small cottage. And your father calls out, and out comes your mom. Beautiful, dark hair, this beautiful dark skin that shines in the sunlight as the sun is now setting, and almost like a shining ember in the light. She sees your father's bleeding arm that's been bandaged a little bit, but we're gonna have to take care of that. And she sees you, and your father informs her that you saved him. She looks down at you, gets to your level, and puts her hand on your shoulder, and you see your father has these dark, very warm eyes, kind. Your mother has these gold eyes that shine in the light. And she looks at you, pulls you in, and just gives you a kiss on the forehead. And she pulls you back and she says, I'm gonna make your favorite meal. I'm proud of you.
I saved him. It was crazy, Ma.
I'm sure it was, my darling. Pulls you into a hug. And your dad comes in and gives you a hug. And you take that moment in. Next, you all feel that sudden rush. One more time. You are in an open plain. And standing before you is a man clad in these white and gold robes. You see to your left and right, Lilith, you're there. Ember, you are there in your own body. Lilith, you're also there in your own body. Ryujin, you are now in your adult body. And you see also full on the baby picture of Drew that we all love is the picture that is in my head. And you see Kallias and Leonidas there as well. It's open field. This humanoid turns around and you see Doug. Kind of turns around and sees you all and says, well, so you are the ones who have been contemplating time travel.
Is this a dream?
Dreams are constructs of our own psyche. This is a construct of lingering essences.
Go on.
Like a fart that happened and then the person left the room.
You know, or that's half of it.
No, I'd like to go with that.
Yeah, or a room that you like. You know when you walk into an elevator and you think, if somebody farted in here, that would be bad.
What's an elevator?
Oh damn, I forgot.
A small. That Keith took us up.
Okay, let's not waste time on semantics. Is this you now, or are you telling us that it's not a? Should we even talk to you?
Well, you're talking to me now, aren't you?
What iteration are you currently in?
This is then. This is what is going to be.
I fucking hate you.
And this is now.
So you mean at like the center of time?
No, it's not that cliche.
Why would you say it like that?
We are within the first iteration, which is, in a way, your future, your past, and also your now.
But you, where are you? You only know this iteration?
No. I have been designed to travel throughout every iteration. That is my design.
So you can freely travel between all of the iterations whenever you please.
Slightly more complicated, but yes. But enough of that. Introductions are in order. I have heard about you from a mutual friend. And it's interesting that you are the individuals to be playing who came up on my radar. So I would like to know your names, officially.
Well, my name is Go. That one's name is Fuck. And the rest of them are all are called Yourself. Now, tell me, can you speak to Thelikas? Currently.
Right now, no. Will I? I can, yes. Why?
Tell him to stop doing what he's doing.
See, that is, I think, where you don't quite understand.
So explain it to us.
Help us.
My lord, Thelikas.
Oh.
He has tried time and time again
Pun intended.
Yeah, exactly. To initiate utopia. It is a pipe dream. But, however, it is something to strive for, as we all would agree, yes?
Not in the way he's doing, though.
What's the criteria for utopia? Because
Aye.
perfection isn't easy to come by.
Yes, I would agree, and that is something we have struggled with this mission. It is a bit of, I don't know, the what you would expect. No war, no hunger. Everybody hugs each other, whatever. I don't. But the thing is, he is sick of it. Not in a malicious sense, he just doesn't know what to do. I understand that the five of you wishes to visit this iteration.
I mean, that's part of it, but really what we wish to do is that the iteration we're from not go the way the other iterations went, and maybe even help those other iterations, because, you know, Thelikas has kind of fucked them all. Just because he's playing dolls or whatever.
I'm sorry. You believe that the past iterations are destroyed?
I mean, according to what's happening where we're from, it doesn't look like it's going well.
That's, I guess, the root of the problem. But let me clear that up. None of the iterations are destroyed. We are standing within the first, or projected here within the first. As you can see, it is alive and well. But when a rope gets too tangled, sometimes you just put the rope in a barn and forget about it. Or at least that's what we've done. And tried with a new rope. But I feel that it isn't the rope that is wrong, but the person tying it.
So you're upset with your boss?
Frustrated. Yes. I would like for you to come.
That's what she said.
No wonder Keeper likes you. I would like for you all to come and join me in this iteration. The 5th, to be precise.
Why? Do you mean us no harm? Can you swear it?
Oh, I swear upon everything that is my being.
Do I believe them?
Roll me a
check.
Yeah, roll me a insight check, please.
Also, our very good friend is in the chat.
Oh, Lord Bathriel. Mm.
Oh, he.
Lord Bathriel, if you have anything to say as Kallias, just put in the chat.
Insight check?
Insight check, please.
I'm not the cleric in this campaign, that's for sure.
Yeah, you're not your fucking lie detector cleric.
That would be an 8.
An 8? Hard to read. You have never really met a metallic humanoid before, so it's really hard to know what their tells are.
Why now?
Woods, give yourself a good old refresh there.
Oh, really? Damn it.
Oh.
Era. Am I back?
You are back.
Okay. It's hard to tell what the tells are with a robot person. You've never really countered them.
I have an idea. We want to believe you, but a show of good faith and honesty would be sending back the Goldspear family to our iteration, and then we will head over to yours. You do not need them.
That's a good question as to why did you take them in the first place?
I did not take them.
And how did they get there?
That is a very good question, one that I am trying to understand. My current thought is that it is, the chaos of the universe. He kind of looks towards Kallias when he mentions that. So, being said, they were in the, depending how you look at it, the right place at the right time, or the absolute wrong place at the absolute wrong time.
Can you get them back to this place and this time?
Hypothetically, yes. However, I do not have access to the well at the moment.
Is that because Delicass is there?
Yes.
So, do you mean to bring us to get him out of the way?
I want you to come.
That's what she said.
Mm-hmm.
You're walking right into this.
I really
Those pauses
am.
are really just not doing you any favors.
Sorry. Collecting thoughts. I want you to come to interview us as much as we want to interview you. If you are the correct kind of individuals we're looking for, then Telecast will open the gates wide and you can come and go as you please.
You mean you want us to be interviewed by yourself and Thelicaus?
More so myself.
Then you shouldn't say we.
Well, I'm sure he'll have his claws in you at one point.
Send the gold spears back to this iteration.
I would if I could. Trust me, Keeper gets on my nerves.
Dougie boy. I'm tired of this timey-wimey bullshit. I don't want to play your games. I'm trying to make this very simple. Send them back and then we'll talk.
Or we'll just have to come and get them ourselves.
That'll be less tidy for you.
Yes.
Once again.
Right now, we're just after Thelkas. Don't abide by these rules, and we might also be after you.
Never really liked the name Doug.
Well, good thing that isn't actually my name. It's what Keeper calls me.
You answer to it, though.
Well,
introduced yourself as it.
I've never introduced myself as Doug.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure you did.
No, I simply didn't. Woody said you recognize this individual as Doug. My name is Dinokrates.
Right.
I used to be the right-hand man of Thelikas.
Used to be. What are you now?
We had a falling out.
A lover's quarrel.
Well, there was that period.
Oh.
But I'm hoping that you could come and talk some sense into Thelikas. And I would send sweet little Keeper and Yara and Cora back immediately. My studio is rather cramped. However, I can't. Number one, I don't have temporite. It's rather rare in the iteration I am currently in. At least, acquiring it is very difficult. And secondly, I don't have access to the well to send them.
Is that because if you go there, does Thelikas know that you don't like them right now? So you're gonna go there and then he's gonna try to kill you, that kind of thing?
Maybe not kill, but definitely in prison. For a bit.
So if
it's happened before.
If you can travel between iterations, why can't you use a different well?
There's some basics I need to go over. There are only so many wells in each iteration. And when an iteration is new, basically the older iterations have the most wells. Make sense?
They are well endowed.
Yes, that was a good one. I liked that one.
Fuck you.
But they appear in the areas when they would have happened, if that makes sense. So basically a large explosion, or you would understand as a meteorite would come down, or something of the ilk, a natural disaster, so be it, whatever. It just happens. Nature finds a way. And so, I believe there's 2 wells within your iteration at the moment. For us, there is only one. And it is the one that is in the heart of Thelikas' palace.
You previously said, though, that you can travel betwixt iterations.
I said in a sense. I have understood the ability to project my essence in some way at a very substantial rate into different iterations. Can I walk through like I walk through a door? No, but I can appear, exist, interact very minimally, but it is tiring. So, I have upon my word that I can take care of Keepa, Yara, Cora. And when you return, they are more than welcome to leave.
So do you intend to bring us to the 5th iteration, or do we still have to get there ourselves?
You have to locate your temporite yourselves and come meet me at the 5th iteration.
So, this could have happened when we got there. This
could have all been in an email.
Mm-hmm.
No, I found this as an opportunity to suss you all out. Also, I felt like the tendrils were a bit dramatic. A bit of a flare.
Were those
I don't know if you're reading the room with those robot eyes, but we don't like you.
It's okay. I don't need you to like me. I need you to work with me.
Stop trying to make jokes then. Not funny.
It's in my nature to make jokes. Helps me deal with my stress.
Robots feel stress.
You feel?
I have a metallic body, yes, and made of stone and bits of metal and wood and such, but I was once a living flesh being, just like you. Bad way to say it, but you understand the point.
What? Did you die? Why were you turned? What happened?
I did. My mortal coil was expiring. Thelikas, not wanting to lose his right-hand man, his best friend, the one closest to him, with his beautiful mind, figured out how to keep it going.
So, what I'm gathering is, you're ungrateful?
No, I'm incredibly grateful.
But you're going against him. Shouldn't someone whose very life is in the hands of his best friend be fully devoted?
Devotion is a fool's game. Do I love Thelikas with all of my being? Absolutely. But do I agree with Thelikas with everything he does? Absolutely not. And it is because I love him that I am trying to work with him still and come back together. And I want to bring you, because all of you are so interesting, across every iteration. You have all lived very extraordinary lives.
Is that what we
Yes.
saw?
Absolutely. Yes. Skull Taker. Isn't that fun? That's a good name, isn't it? Rather fun.
I don't understand why you think that any of this is fun.
What do you mean?
You have partaken in the manipulation of people's lives, the timeline itself, and the abandonment of these experimentations. You're a shitty person.
And all you can say about it is that it's fun.
No, I can say much more. And just to be clear, to give somebody, to give the world a second chance, a third chance, a fourth chance, and even a fifth chance.
It's not the same world, you daft fucking idiot. That's like saying you're giving your child a second chance but you really just had a second one and then fucked off the other one.
Aye, there's too many variables for you to control. You can't.
You abandon your chances.
Again, there's more to it.
Well, then why don't you tell us?
I believe you saw the individuals, the offspring, the heirs that have been created. At least one of them, Zoris.
Zoris is an heir.
First.
Yes.
What?
Thelakas has created 3 thus far. Zoris, we call that iteration, and Zoris presides over that iteration, as the second iteration is the age of Zoris, then Zamul, rather a brute, but a smart mind. Zamul resides over the third, I'm sorry. And then your iteration has a keeper, a shepherd, is what she likes to be called.
Who?
Zorinthia.
Why does that name ring a bell?
I think we learned them from the play.
Can I do a wisdom save to see if I remember?
Sure, I'll allow a wisdom save.
They're in the back of my note. I just don't know how we learned them.
Alright. That's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. I will allow. You've heard a word very similar to Zorinthia. And it is the name of the moon, one of the moons of Cordia. Orinthia.
Oh.
Let's get a spaceship. We're going to the moon.
We're going to space.
Brave little toaster.
Where is Zorinthia located? Can we ask them questions?
I have a bit of a blind spot towards Zorinthia. They have been tasked to take care of their iterations, and we will not interfere.
What do they look like?
Zorinthia
Mm-hmm.
has, I think it's been millennia since I have seen her, but I think stark white hair, white eyes with beautiful blue pupils, and tall and kind. Zorinthia was always kind, and she likes riding horses.
But you have no idea where she could be.
No idea. It is one thing that Thelakas wants to preserve. It's our involvement with the shepherds, the heirs.
What do we do? I turn to Ember and Ryujin.
I guess we go about our original plan, gathering the tempori.
What's AU, dog?
Sure, yes.
What's Thelakas' biggest weakness?
Cupcakes?
No, this is going to sound dumb, but as a person who has known him for millennia, he cares too much. He wants these people to live good lives, to live in peace, without war, famine, poverty. But unfortunately, that is a much harder equation to solve than even he can figure out.
But don't you think that if he cared enough, that he would focus on one iteration and try to better that?
Maybe. Maybe that's the next step. And maybe that is what I need your help to do.
So, we'll see you when we see. If you say, like, well, we've been learning that time is relative, so we're gonna go do our own shite, and eventually we'll get to you, and you can just sit there and figure out a different way to get Leonidas' family back before we get there.
I'm already working on that, I assure you.
Do I believe
Keeper sings at very early hours of the morning. Roll me an insight check.
Dirty 20.
A dirty 20? Yeah, you believe him. Oh, Ava. So, I'm sure we'll have another conversation at some point. Until then, good luck. And I'll see what I can do to help you out. And to show my goodwill. Looks towards you when he says that, Ember. With that, I bid you adieu.
Oh wait, I have one more thing.
Yes.
Oh, it's in my pocket.
Yeah. Oh, should have seen that one coming. Funny. I like you. You're fun. Yes. Yes. All right, goodbye. And waves his hand, and you all just kind of wake up. Sweat on the floor. The membrane of the veil keeping Civilius in is still there. The crystals no longer have tendrils, and you see Rittenhask just getting up from that second attack.
No time has passed. Is everyone okay?
Where did all those... Oh, you all... Oh, what happened? What happened? Is everyone okay?
We all owe that.
Is everyone okay?
We all owe Doug a punch to the face for this.
Bye.
Doug is dead.
Doug is dead.
Doug is dead.
Doug is dead.
That Doug as that.
What?
That Doug as that.
I don't know what this is.
Oh God. Sometimes you just gotta get the goose out.
Is everyone hurt?
You hear, Eris. I'm alright. Sorry, something happened. I've never seen that before.
Were you doing anything different, or did that just happen out of nowhere?
No, I was just meditating. It just happened.
Well, then it wasn't your fault.
Oh. Okay. Are you okay?
Fine, I guess.
More or less.
No worse than we were before.
Okay. Does anybody wish to look at anything else?
I've had enough.
Yes.
All right. Well, I guess I'll make some soup. And walks towards a small little kettle and stew area that she, like a little mess area that she has. So, this is Kallias now. Same accent, so I have to differentiate. So, where do we want to go after this?
Where's the closest deposit?
Let me look at my map. 1 second, gang. That's a good question.
Tree.
There is the heart tree, yes.
Within.
Do you want to also post it back on our Discord so everybody
For those of you
look at it
listening and watching at home, you can see this on our Discord. I'm going to put it in there right meow. I think I had it in. Is it in the archives? Was it? Or. Where was it? Where was it? Craft Corner? I'm just going to repost it. Give me a second. I'm going to put it in the archives as a new thing. Upload file. Desktop. I know that there's the tree within the Verdant Expanse, the Duchy of the Verdant Expanse.
The heart tree.
The heart tree. Yep. So there's that. There is since you're on the boat, and it's gonna be kind of on the way. If you were to sail to the island of Arn, there was a small signal coming from Arn, which is, if you look at the map, it's that kind of southwestern island.
Did you put it on Discord?
Yeah, it's within the archives on the Discord. Arn is that southwestern island group. There was a signal coming from there. The biggest signal that you really could see was the one that's nearest is Revan. That had a very large signal. And then also within the Shattered Isle up to the north, you knew that the ship that you were on, the Sweet Marie, which is the ship that you took here on, was headed towards Kynance, which would pass along the Shattered Isle. There's also a lot of other readings at other places. Let me pull it up. I have the notes somewhere, so I can just let you know for sure. Yeah, so you've done the Leviathan Spine. You've seen the ones from Fidicilas, the ones that are right here, the 5 that are in front of you now. And then there is also Revan, has the very large deposits. Then there are, from talking to Andy way back when, there is the Kola, is past deposits been found there.
Where's that?
Beneath the you guys don't know. You'd have to do some research.
Hannah knows where it is.
Hannah knows, but Lilith and everybody else don't. Beneath the core tree, which you guys figured out was in the blue, the Verdant Expanse, the Blue Mountain, which you guys would have not found out where. There is the Eisenwald, or the Ironwood Forest, the Frostsax, or the Wall of the Great Jarl. And you guys, these are areas that you guys don't really know where all these are.
Cool.
Nice.
So, but there have been, looking at the map earlier, because you looked at it again, there is one towards on Arn, or at least a small signal on Arn.
And Arn is the closest?
It is the closest that is on the way. Because you get to the trade path of the ship is going to continue around the Shattered Archipelago that you guys are in right now, and basically just take a little jaunt into the deep sea, and then you hit the island of Arn.
Do we want to remain island boys? Does Kallias?
Yes?
Do you have anything else you want to do while we're here? Go.
I am nervous to return to my village. Also to return with the ship that we have the crew with. So maybe we can save that for a later date. I just don't know what I would do. Perhaps I could tell them that half of their religion is a lie.
That is probably not a good idea this time.
Maybe not yet, but when you figure out a different way to say it.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that you're accepting that.
I don't know if I am or not. Wait until next week to see if I actually am.
What does that mean?
I'm just not quite myself right now.
You're still feeling a little plantly.
Yeah.
it was kind of nice to be a snake plant.
That was quite good, Kallias' impression right there.
I mean, I hear you guys talk like them every week, so I think my impression should be okay at least. I mean, yes, just for everybody at home, if we're looking at it, either you're on Discord or anything, you can listen to this, or on like if you're like podcasting this, whatever. Right now, that kind of looks like it has the lake within the middle of it. The southeastern islands, that's where the crew is right now. That is Fidicilas and Olakos, and the Shattered Archipelago. The island of Arn is just to the west. Is that kind of upside down U or an N in other cultures. That is Arn, which I don't know how much y'all know about Arn, but we can figure out later. Just so everybody knows at home.
Okay.
I mean, selfishly, I would like to go to Arn before we go anywhere near Revan. But that might just be me being scared.
Well,
feel more comfortable.
Also, I guess
not going there right away. That's okay.
Perhaps we need to train until we are not scared.
Yeah. If we go to Revan, I guess we don't have to confront the sage. But I'm worried about this.
I think that we should confront the sage because he doesn't deserve life.
I thought we figured out the tracking spell, didn't we?
Oh, we figured out it wasn't the curse I thought it was, that it was a tracking kind of curse.
You guys figured out what kind of school of magic it is.
We didn't.
It was divination.
Divination, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We could try to find someone that can remove it for you.
Aye. What happens if I can't?
Then we have to get him to do it.
I mean, killing him will probably remove it.
Yeah.
I just worry about going into the city and then him knowing I'm there, and then my family. We're not on the best of terms, but I don't want anything bad to happen to them.
Well, we can plan for the future. We'll figure something out.
Right.
If it means you stay back while we infiltrate and take him out.
Yes.
Could be the case.
I think that's a good idea. Yes.
Okay. Well, so to Arn first, and then we'll figure out where to go from there.
Has anyone been to Arn?
No.
Fun. All right. Well, no sense in waiting. We should go.
Right.
All right.
All right.
Okay. With that decision, Eris is going to finish making her soup, and you'll have a quiet night to have a rest. Talk about your feelings. And that, strangely enough, on a quiet note, very rare for me, is where we're going to end tonight's session. Excellent job, guys. That was fun.
Very good. Very good.
And this is part A of our Olakos arcs. I feel like we'll come back to Olakos. So, Full Metal Alchemist.
Full Metal Alchemist.
Hey everybody, thank you so much for hanging out with us. It was a blast. Fun episode, and thank you for hanging out with us, bearing with us. Just a quick announcement, just so our Twitch friends will know. The next 2 weeks, we will be starting late on the stream. We're going to be starting around 8 for the next 2 weeks. Just so you know, we're moving a lot and doing a lot, and just and work shifts and everything have kind of moved around for a second. Just for these 2 weeks, we're going to have a little bit of a later stream. They may be a little bit shorter, but just so everybody's aware, we'd love to have you make it. Still going to be the same great stuff, but it's just going to be a little bit later start than what it usually is. So other than that, thank you so much for hanging out with us. We appreciate everything from everybody, and please
if you enjoy it, if you think a friend will enjoy it, let them know. Spread by word of mouth. Like all good things, it's spread by the mouth. And
give us a review on iTunes if you have a
if you're into that. And thank you for hanging out with us. We love you so much. Tell a friend you love them, and we will see you next week at 8, not 6, but at 8. Love you guys.
Love you.
Mwah. Hannah, who we rating?
We're rating Bardic Dice in 7 seconds.
All right. Give Bardic Dice some good love, everybody. Love you so much.
Bardic Dice.
Hasta la vista.
Au revoir.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Goodbye.
Yeah? I gotta change it. I don't know how to...
What's going on, Hannah?